Maybe we can help each other out.
Who are you?
I'm Dr. Marga Hamill, Cerebrum Division. I'm the one who designed and created your drone. As you can see, we're experiencing technical difficulties. I need your...
Know anything about...
That looks familiar. I'm not sure, though. It looks old. If I remember correctly, all the old stuff found in the... Listen, let's help each other. I want to get out of here, and you want access to be... to fix mine, but they're all stored in my lab. If you help me get it, I'll give you my... Get there, exit this room, and go left. Go down the hall and past the red blast door. On your right, you should see the logo of a drone on the wall. That's where my lab is. The code to get in is 230317. Hey, soldier, I need assistance. Soldier, I need assistance.
Oh, I wouldn't mind a few upgrades. We could boost the communication array.
Tanya, you're breaking up. What was that? Upgrade communication array?
Wanker.
Thanks. Now I can leave. Take my key. Thanks for the prop.
Will you be okay?
I'll be fine. I know my way around. With the help... September 18th, 1992.
come over there so we can begin. What a fine specimen you are. I will sincerely thank your commanding officer for providing such an...
Who are you?
Strange. I thought they would have briefed you. Semantics. I'm Dr. Mabden, head of weapons research. Today's experiment will focus on time loop weaponization.
Why are you trying to...
Why wouldn't we? Think of what we could accomplish. Did you notice the newly designed hardware around the time? This is why you are here. Not to ask silly questions. If I were you, I would
Okay, let's do...
Good. The first protocol has been engaged. Come back to the intercom. Competency is refreshing. Good work.
Are we done? All right, I'm ready.
The second protocol.
Let's go.
Here they come. I'm surprised you got through this one. Excellent. Good work.
I'm ready.
Now, this one... Astonishing. No one has ever gotten this far. Good work.
This better be the last.
This is the last one. bad now, was it? Good work.
Are we done?
Indeed we are. I have collected the necessary data. January 3rd, night.
I made it out thanks to my little friend here. We couldn't have done it with...
You alright?
Yes. I haven't seen the surface, although I doubt that will be soon. The debriefings I'll have to endure will take some time. They'll want to know what the hell happened down there. The Cerebrum Division was partly created to study, examine, observe, and dissect them. It's why most of us are here. That old time loop we found in the ancient part of Auriga Museum played a significant role in studying the entities. Why do you think your drone can distract them? We discovered that the entities emit specific frequencies. We have yet to find out why. However, I figured I built the emitter inside the drone to interrupt the entity's frequency waves temporarily. I'm still working on an emitter that doesn't cost too much energy and can last longer. As you know, those few seconds are precious for a soldier. I'll get on that as soon as this... From what little I've seen of Hadia, it seems to be a special place stuck in time. When I was on leave before the war, I walked the streets in Lublina. It was like I had used a time machine and arrived in another timeline. It was a strange sensation because I couldn't pinpoint. Walking on the street, you feel like you're in medieval times. Then you turn the corner and are suddenly propelled into the 1950s. I didn't mingle much with the locals, not my style. I prefer tinkering with... I hardly set foot outside this place since the war started. I'm not missing much from what I've heard. I know our people have their part to play in this mess. You probably know more about it than I do. The operatives in the Oculus Division are masters at creating conflict and have their finger funding extremists, targeted assassinations, false flags, you name it. Aside from what is said about them in the news and newspapers, I know little about it. The peacekeepers have tried their best to delay the war, but it was a lost cause. I don't know much about the civilians. I only know what the higher-ups told us in the briefings when we first arrived. I got a well-deserved weekend pass one time. I used to get those before the war. I was enjoying my caffeine-infused beverage in a small cafe on the corner of a busy street. I'm curious and I do that purely to entertain myself. At first, these are mainly complaints about work, teachers being too strict. Then, a news report comes on. The cafe fell into a silent hush. Some conversations went as far as suggesting to kill them all. It was surreal. I don't think the news realizes the power I've never met any palamists, and if I did, I didn't. There is one place I would love to visit. It's in the heart. Some who went on leave there told me it was stunning. It has some of the oldest castles, friendly people. I know, it sounds like a commercial, but it's what everyone says when people come back. I want to visit Trisk if ever I get a weekend pass again.
Thanks for helping me escape.
Are you gonna be all...
I'll be just fine. The intervention forces are on their way. They'll clean up this. I'll have a lot of work to do, though. Fixing all the systems. I'll have to run diagnostics to determine what went wrong. I don't know what's happening to this country. I can tell you a lot about what's happening in the Auriga Museum, but the NDA attached to my contract, they had us work in silos. All the research departments are in... One of my coworkers was a massive history buff. He managed to get his hands on some local books. He slipped them out of a repository in another SEAL Council complex he worked at before being transferred here. His name was... Lady Margareth. This isn't the first time. This ruler loved her people. Wanted to protect them from Nargola somewhere. He went on to explain that it wasn't the only place. There's thousands of underground ruins all over Hadia. I don't remember the details. But Lady Margaret died under... He eventually got transferred. Now... What else is new? Both sides are identical. It's pretty... Only people who are the same can reach such a point. Both sides of the line are utterly convinced that the other represents an absolute menace. Their mission here always felt a bit peculiar. Don't get me wrong. The country needed peacekeeping operations, but something felt off. I arrived in the country right when the temporary... I couldn't help but notice how tense the SEAL Council supervisors were. Everything started feeling more not long after the ON peacekeepers arrived in the country, and all the higher-ups began breathing again. As far as I know, the SEAL Council needed the bloodshed. No. Something related to all our cumulative work. I made it a point never to mingle with the locals. That's just setting yourself up, especially when you're considering what you're doing to them. There's a reason you don't name the animals in your lab. It gets personal. I know this guy from medical who got involved with the local. She was a palamist. He was assigned there to set up some equipment, before the big day. He kept in contact with her. But when the war broke out, he lost it and he tried to find... What an idiot. At first, I was terrified of them. What the fuck am I looking at? Then they just become a part of the job. They're amazing, aren't they? They immediately became to think. They may hold answers to some of our most... I guess I'll be reassigned to another... I don't have any use. Thanks for helping.
Thank you for helping me, Dan.
Are you gonna be okay?
I will be, as soon as I leave. I won't be working for these people anymore. I hope you use that Amin prism I gave you. Ah, Hadia is gorgeous. I had the privilege of visiting some cities before the chaos. A few weeks before Palamists and Sabinians started killing each other, I was assigned here in Origa to that psychopath, Dr. Mabden. They turned the entire country into their science experiment at the expense for what? Progress? Science? The Zeal Council orchestrate. I don't know all the details, but I intend to play along for a few more weeks, steal some files, accumulate. I already have some, but I'm going to get more. I want to blow the lid on this whole operation. Someone has to pay for this. The Peacekeepers were used to time everything. God forbid the Palamists and Sabinians start killing each other at the wrong time. And what if the ON finds out? Nothing will happen. The people in charge of this operation control everything. Think of something, anything. They either own it. Sabinians want what most people desire in life. Freedom. When that dictator died, Sabinian politicians wanted a democracy, a free market, and to rejoin the world. Their inconsolable rift seems to lie in the nitty-gritty details of their history. I'm not sure I fully understand why they hate each other. I guess you need to be born here to understand why. Then again, I'm not sure the Hadians know why. I can't help but have a soft spot for the Palamists. They remind me of my family back home. Close to the earth, strong family ties. If I ever get out of this mess, I'm going straight to the family farm, where I'll devour my mom's home. I'm still trying to figure out where the creatures are from. Weapons research, pharmaceuticals, biotech, and medical research are all working. Each department concentrates on its own thing. I guess it prevents us from doing what I'm about to do. Blow the whistle on this whole operation. I grabbed as much. There is something they are not telling us. We know the time loops are a doorway, enabling the we know this occurrence happens every 33 years on the 1st of January at midnight. What is opening the time loops? And to what end? I don't have any...
I don't have any use.
About the workings of the real world!
I will never forgive you and Father. I've played the pawn in your silly game!
You know nothing about the world!
January 4th.
Now we need 2 more. We can go over the clues for the next one. Find anything? Let me know if you want more.
What am I supposed to do with this keystone?
We must return to the Limbic Forge and insert the keystone in its... Fucking hell.
Your name is Remy Latam.
You seem to have me at a disadvantage.
I'm Lieutenant Aribeth, OMSIF's Epsilon Division. I'm also known as Aribeth Latam, wife of Vitalis Latam, and mother of a young boy I set free.
If that's true, what was the last thing you said to me?
Never come back.
That's optional. Never come back.
You should have listened to me. If you want to know why I hunted down the Vigil, go to the OMSIF camp in Akasa Marshes. You'll find my file on a laptop. You need a code to open the camp's gate. Underneath the passenger seat of the APC, there's a code sheet inside a box. Today's code is 14. My window is closing. I will contact you again.
And I thought my family had issues. Listen, it might be worth looking into it.
Why?
There are always 2 sides to a story.
How can I help? Awesome. Your weapons will become... I've outdone myself this time. I have no use. I have no use. Welcome back.
This picture means I will get out of here.
Well, looks like we're back after all. Figured we'd had a better chance here. Looks like Rue is still here, unfortunately.
Thanks again for the help back in the marsh. With our options running out, we'll be a lot safer here until we can figure out...
I have no... I'm glad to...
Thoughtful. But the vigil... Thoughtful. Thoughtful. Remember.
What's our status?
Good. You closed the...
Have I helped enough Haitians?
The bare minimum will...